Good morning, everyone. Look on the screen, look on the screen. It is Friday. I wanted to share this article with the sisters. Okay? So you know how we hear, I don't want to deal with no black women's. Always causing problems. I don't deal with no black women's. All that drama. Let's be real. Dust mites. I think you don't want to deal with them because, darling, you can't. You don't measure up to the sweet feminine buttercup. That's why you don't want to deal with those black women's. Why? Because women that value themselves, there are requirements. It's like a job. If you can't measure up to those requirements, more than likely you're not going to get it. So when you hear this lazy excuse of, I don't deal with no black women's, always causing problems, always running mouth and nagging, they're trying to build. They're not complacent. And dust mites, they will never fit the bill. And you women are putting that pressure on. You can't handle it. So you don't want to deal with the black women. It's because you are a low performing man. I'm going to kill this little music. Ladies, look on the screen. Look on the screen. Look on the screen. 97.5% of the female black-owned startups at this accelerator survived the pandemic. Fair use. This article here, and I will put the link here, Fortune. Question. When you hear all the negative, talk about, black women and all that, who are you going to believe? Are you going to listen to? And I think the conversation needs to be had even for the so-called educated black women. We don't need another Courtney Cox. Okay? So who are you going to listen to? Who is this written by? Boy Buttons? No, not him. Dust Mites? Not the Manosphere. Oh, it's written by Fortune.com. Huh. Is that right? Fortune.com. Let's see what it says. So you're going to listen to the Dusties or the VCs, the venture capitalists, MasterCard, Aberdeen, Goldman Sachs. Are you really going to listen to a Dusty like that? Are you really going to? You already saw what Watson tried to pull, got called to the carpet. On Squawk Box, got to explaining to do. Then looking over at Joe for some kind of reassurance. Joe's like, seeing a pattern here, yet they're seeing a pattern of Dusty. So ladies, who's putting you down? Collectively, it's one group. The men that the mammies are holding down, the one that they're carrying. So look at this right here. 97.5% of black female-owned startups at this accelerator survived the pandemic. Now, most Dusties don't know what a startup is. They're too busy trying to rob a small business, or see how much money their mammy can get and go tricking for the weekend. So here, from left, and these are black women. Yes, they are. Dust mites, you do not stand a chance. You don't stand a chance. So from left, we have Cheryl Dorsey, president of Echoing Green. Asahi Pompey, global head of corporate engagement and president of the Goldman Sachs Foundation. And Melissa Bradley, managing partner of 1863 Ventures, speak about the value of investing in black women at Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit. I wonder how much, if black women are going to benefit from Kobe Bryant's stock sale, the estate, $6 million, turn into $400 million. But I'm sure the Hispanic community will, and I'm not knocking them. They see a lick, go for it. But I want you to see who's investing in you. Goldman Sachs is not some black, which we already know, venture capitalists. They have a foundation. Look who's over it. If it was a Dusty in charge, which there will never be, I guarantee you he would never choose a woman that look like this here. He would try to choose any woman that doesn't. The opposite. Why? It's the self-hate. So my point is, ladies, look who's investing in you. Look who's investing in you. Guess what? Don't even entertain these inferior, low-performing men. Always putting you down. Older person said to me, someone's got to be at the bottom. And you know who's not at the bottom? Black women. You're not. Now, if you're with these dusties, then yeah, you're at the bottom. But Black women, it's Friday. I want to bring you some good news because you already know later on today it's going to be some dust bucket breaking news. But I want to go ahead and start it off in a positive manner, okay, for this. And the black women that are building, they're not going to be hating. Why? They got their own thing. Only the dusties, the dust mites. So look at this. And so you may want to also just check out fortune.com, okay? You're around a lot of negative energy. You need to go ahead and concentrate on positive things, okay? You might be I don't care if you're in the hood sitting up in the PJs, okay? That's where you are today. It doesn't mean you're going to be there tomorrow. The mind is very powerful. If you believe it, see it, think it, you might can achieve it. America is ignoring one of its most promising investments. Who that? Black women. Again, in case we got some dusties watching, I know I talk fast. I'll try to slow it down for you. America is ignoring one of its most promising investments. Black women. So do you think America doesn't see when all these black so-called sports figures make all this money, they're putting you down and picking up somebody because of self-hate that doesn't look like them? They see that's who those men are investing in. So I want black women to see, and we already know, who's investing in you? Mammies. You investing in a little TT in the dusty, the dust mite, a low-performing man? There will be no return on it. So the most prominent investment, they didn't say black men, because we see when they get wealth, what they do, they don't build, they just run and try to get immersed in a different community. Most do. To say, hey, I'm with them now. And to be totally honest, you never are. SOJ, when that went down, they chose a side. Trailer park Nicole. Nicole came from a poor family. She was a waitress helping a family out. She didn't come from money. So this here, most promising investments, black women, and you want these dusties to try to put you down? Girl, bye. You are one of its most promising investments. Okay, so everybody got that. In fact, the persistent wealth gap between black and white households is costing the U.S. about $300 billion in annual GDP, gross domestic product, and 1.2 million jobs each year, according to Goldman Sachs research. Only about 40 black women in the U.S. have been able to raise more than $1 million for their ventures, according to Melissa Bradley, managing partner of 1863 Ventures, an accelerator focused on businesses run by people of color. That's a real shame, says Bradley, who spoke on a panel with 3 other women at Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit on Tuesday. Quick question. I wonder how much the dust mites have spent at the strip club. I wonder how much the low-performing men have spent on Bambi. Huh? I wonder how many of these so-called professional athletes have spent on other communities. Because I'm telling you, I've seen it. Some of them, when they're getting with Becky, you have no idea. They are also funding Becky's dad and Becky's brother in business. You have no idea that some of the black labor dollars that have been used to create white wealth. And if they can find a fool, hey, they're trying to propel themselves. Why not go for it? But that's what I've seen. I've seen them. It's like, girl, she come from the farm. As a matter of fact, I digress. But I want to try and get this video out today, if not maybe tomorrow, on a conversation I was privy to when a black man showed up at a business dinner with Becky. And I will tell you what the white guy said. I was embarrassed for him. But hey, he deserves it. So look at this. Only 40 black women in the U.S. have been able to raise more than $1 million. Really? The BC is not going to invest in them, not Black women. Yet, when the pandemic was rolling through the U.S., Black women entrepreneurs held out. They didn't fold, they held out. Even as 40% of Black businesses failed, Bradley saw a 97.5 survival rate in the companies run by Black women within its accelerator program. Half of those companies collectively brought on 2,000 new jobs within the first 6 months of the pandemic. And they want to put you down? I'm tired of Black women. No, because you're lazy, boo. He's lazy. What are the Black men doing collectively? Half of those companies collectively brought on 2,000 new jobs within the first months of the pandemic. While most of them in the community is talking about, give me a stimmy, get my stimmy, give me a stimmy. They can already plan ahead, Bradley says. This whole lack of capital and economic crisis, they deal with it every single day. The startups working with 1863 Ventures had greater savings than their peers, so they were prepared to reinvest in the business. They had deep ties to their local communities and were able to form quick partnerships to find new ways to serve customers, according to Bradley. Can you believe this? So 40% closing down, Black women brought on 2,000 new jobs within the first 6 months of the pandemic. We've seen an extraordinary group of African American women who are in their communities doubling their bottom line, tripling their bottom line, says Cheryl Dorsey, president of Echo and Green, a nonprofit specializing in funding social entrepreneurship and innovation. Oftentimes, broader communities will share in the success of a Black woman-run business, according to Asahi Pompey, a global head of corporate engagement and president of the Goldman Sachs Foundation. About 3/4 of the Black women and women of color who are part of Goldman Sachs' 10,000 small business participants play critical roles in their local communities. They're running for politics. They're running for office. They're developing their community. There's that double bottom line of investing in them. Who's developing their community? Who? They're developing their community. I'm going to post the links so you all can read it. And I would like for young Black women, I don't care where you are today, girl, I don't care if you only got 50 cents in your pocket. Start aligning yourselves with articles like this. Start reading at fortune.com. I know I've been so busy, but I'm going to make myself do some things. The Financial Channel. Okay, so there's like one article I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta share. So I'm gonna try to put some on here, and then as I rev up my Financial Channel, you can't afford the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, it's okay, boo, I got you. I want to keep you informed, okay? Because young Black women, you may not have a business, maybe you've got the freaking idea, you got an idea. You need to start reading material like this. I don't want to have any money. You need to start reading your material like this, okay? You gotta start reading material like this, because you never know. One of us may come along. Hell, some good things are happening to me. I've been busy as hell. Oh, and I've got a victory, a hell of a victory. You never know. One of us might be able to come along and invest in you. You don't have any money, girl? Well, hey, guess what? Maybe one of us can go 1,000 here, 1,000 there, and get you going. We didn't say a loan, we say a gift, because somebody helped us. That's how I see it. So I'm working on my Financial Channel. I'm going to go ahead and bring the Wall Street Journal to you. And I just want you to keep you involved, because guess what? When you start reading things like this here and you get on the mailing list, you can see other opportunities that are coming. They may have forums coming to your city, a place where you can go free of charge. Go there, girl, put on your clothes, okay? But I don't have any money. It doesn't matter. I want you to put on your decent business clothes. All right, and get your beautiful behind down there, whether you a size 6, 16, 26, 36. Get your beautiful self on down there and consume that knowledge. Start networking. And then when you see articles like this here, Oh, what brings you here? Guess what? You're not going, my cousin told me. Oh, no, honey. You can speak with facts. Why? Because you're reading this kind of material. Bring out the businesswoman in you. You can speak confidently. So, working on the financial channel, that right there. Oh, I read this article in Wall Street. You don't have to pay the subscription. Hell, I'm paying it. Go read it over there. That's the whole idea of it. So when you go to these meetings, and you go to these functions, having conversations, you can speak intelligently. And I know you're already intelligent, but what I mean by that is, well, I read this in the Wall Street Journal, and you can have those conversations. Having those conversations, they can see, oh, this right here, I don't care where your address is. It can be in the PJs, down the way, Bankhead, it doesn't matter. When you're having those conversations, those people may take a liking to you. Oh, she lives there. Yeah, because people check people out. They take a liking to you. You have a business idea? It's not off the ground. Go ahead and get a name going. See about getting a DBA or something. Okay, a professional name. Go ahead and get your business cards. Yeah, that's what I said. I haven't even started yet. It's just an idea. Girl, go ahead and claim your name. You're getting ready for the game. Claim your name. Please, by all means, claim your name. Go and claim it. Claim your name and get some business cards. So when you go to those functions, they want to know who you are. Give out your business card. So when you go to meeting people like this here, you can talk about what you've read on the Wall Street. On Wall Street. Well, I read this article, and you did read it. Here, I get the stuff posted up. You can read it there for free. Duh. I'm trying to help because I've had help, and it's worked out hella well. And I still am frugal. You have no idea on some things. I made, on a purse, yeah. And wow, yesterday I had an almost encounter. I cannot believe it, y'all, with the dusters. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these fools trying to surround my basket, I think, to grab a little Louis. I thought, and the purse I was carrying was a grocery store Louis, which means, you're not, it's like, oh, I had this bag for a while. This little grocery store Louis, you know what I mean? I'm kind of weird like that. Yeah, this is, if I'm going to go and meet somebody, I got to change my bag up. But I just had the little grocery store Louis. I had 2 dusties. I could not believe it. They actually surrounded my basket. And luckily, there was a younger black man there in his late 30s. And I think he sensed it. So I appreciate that, brother, because quite often we go unprotected. And I'm like, I was like, oh my God, my purse, I'm like, and I'm right here. And I said, oh, but my hand, I had the purse sitting where you sit the kid, the section there. So yeah, a different video, I digress. But this here, we got to start reading articles like this today. So I will be setting up my other channel. It's about the money. It's been a while since I've been on there. I've been like crazy busy, but it has worked out. I have a victory, and I'm just so happy. Oh wow, I'm just very, very, very thankful. More than I thought. So anyway, we have to help each other. So when I get that going, hey, post more content for you to read. Guess what? You can read that there for free. And when you start going to these meetings, start getting on these mailing lists, start getting on the newsletter, start reading. Readers are leaders. What you're doing, excuse me, I'm sorry. What you're doing, you're aligning yourself with greatness. You're the gatekeeper to your world. You hold the power. You can control your trajectory, a trajectory to success or to poverty. And when you start engaging in things like this here, girl, poverty, they cannot come near thee. You may feel differently about yourself because guess what? You're gaining knowledge and you see the future. You see what can be. Sometimes if you see it, you can achieve it. So this right here, I want to bring this article to you. Please check it out, fortune.com. Someone's got to be at the bottom. Someone told me that. Someone's got to be at the bottom. And you know what, boo? The one who at the bottom, it is not you. It's the Dusties and their mammies. Collectively, it's more the Dusties. That's who's at the bottom. And sometimes, major loves comment, they want to pull you down. Pull you down. You can be with them. Don't. So I'm going to end this video. We bring in positive vibes. And it's reality. It's reality. This right here, I'll put the link into the article. Please, ladies, start reading articles like this. If you start reading now, checking it out. Again. So you think about these men. I want to no black men. I want to bring some trouble. I'm tired of y'all. You're tired of y'all. But we've been tired of you. That's why we're moving on. We've been tired of you. There is no investment in a low performing. It's like a low performing stock. There's no return on investment. No return on investment. So America is ignoring one of its most promising investments. Who is it? Not America is ignoring the most dramatic woman, the woman who always causing a whole bunch of problems, getting on my nerves, always reading all that shit. Most promising investments. Black women. Most promising investment. I want you to get that. Black women. So as you go out and about and you see these little low performing men, they try to step to you, baby, why would you do that to yourself? You're the most promising investment. You're a black woman. Why would you do that to yourself? Maybe you're already a baby mama. You might have 2 or 3 kids. America is ignoring the most promising investments. One of the most promising investments, black women. Okay, that's a nice number. Next step to you. We're going on a whole nother level. We're here to pull you up, not drag you down. Ain't nothing mad. Look at it. I don't want that woman. I'm so tired of her. Girl, we're trying to move on. He can go on with Mike Jones. We're trying to move on over here. So no matter where you are in life, no matter what your address is, I don't care if you've got lint in your pockets. Let's start reading articles like this. I'm going to start posting from my Wall Street Journal different things I want you to take note of. Read those articles. Sign up for these newsletters. I'm sorry, I went out for a run, then it started raining. And with my allergies, you know how that goes. But read those articles. So when you're going there and you're meeting those people, they're going to see she's different. You think the hood is reading Wall Street Journal? They ain't finna, Barron's, they're not finna spend the $45 on that. Are you crazy? You think a mammy gonna do that? She got to get her nails done, and she about her man. He gonna need some money for some liquor when he go out with his boys this weekend. I just want to get him out of my house. No, and that's fine. That's their option. That is their option. It's okay. But I want to get that channel going so you can read the articles. And so you see what's going on. It may not be your world. I lived in West Palm Beach. Yeah, beautiful. Okay. I was going over to the island and I felt comfortable. I've spoken with people, man, some of those people over there are billionaires. Some are billionaires. I just got an email today. No, I'm sorry, yesterday. Why? A store I normally shopped at. The last time I was there, the guy was bringing out Chanel bags from the back. Okay, unfortunately, he died. I just got an email. Oh, they're having this here in in West Palm Beach, over there on the island. And let me tell you something. I've had conversations with people over there. They have money. I would doubt I would ever have, but you never know. Okay, they're so rich they self-insure. They have homes, beach homes, $7-10 million. And they're having conversations, and you're like, wow, like the one I told you guys about. I think I mentioned in a prior video where she had the 8 homes and she caught them in the Bahamas. Those people there, I don't have their kind of money, but I've had conversations with them, confident. So what? I don't drive a Bentley or a Rolls Royce. I don't have that kind of money, but I have intelligence and I'm secure in who I am. A small business, they didn't try to hurt me. They were helping. I told you, if I didn't already, like not this last New Year's, but the one before. I was out about, we were having a great time. The jacket I had on was Giorgio Armani. I ain't gonna even lie to you, child. The tag is still in it because it's on the inside. That jacket was close to $3,000. I didn't buy it. Somebody gave it to me. West Palm Beach. Here, I think you'll love this. Money. What's this? Oh, a Prada bag. Oh, this. You like doing online stores or resale? Here, I can sell this online. Wow, really? Yeah. And it wasn't like they were talking down to me. Heck no, I should, I may have a few on mine, but I was like, wow, they really set me on. Really helped me out. So you have to pay it forward. So you're reading those articles. I was able to have conversations with them. I love to read, but yeah, talk business. People, how's it going? Stock market's doing great. You'd be surprised, things like that. And they said, oh, she said, are you in the stock into investing? Now today Moderna's letting me down. It was up to 403 something at 232. I'm still up, but I'm down $4,000. Jeez. That's okay. I'm just gonna hold. But you'd be surprised when you start going into spaces like that, and you can speak about investments. People, oh, okay, they may have a liking to you. And I hate to tell you this, the people that are gonna put up the money for you, Black women, most don't look like you. That's my experience. The ones that are going to put up the money to propel you is not Black people. And that's okay. But that's why I want to get you acclimated to reading these articles. Go, if they're going to come to your town or have some kind of event, please try and go. You're networking. That networking may pay off. So I'm out of here. I'm sorry I got so totally long-winded, but this is exciting to me because I feel good vibes and I want it for the women. I want it for you. So again, America is ignoring one of its most promising investments, Black women. It is you, boo. Black women, most promising. One of its most promising. And who's trying to put you down? A silly low performing clown. So ladies, it's Happy Friday. Look yourselves in the mirror and just say, hey, how wonderful you are. I don't care what your mama says, your daddy says, your baby daddy, your husband, anybody trying to bring you down. Girl, drown out the noise. You are one of its most promising investments, Black women. So guess what? We're going to act like it. We're going to make moves like it. We're going to behave like it. Why? You're one of its most promising investments. Black women, it's you. Please share the article, share this video. I'll put the link below. Please share it. Believe it, receive it, achieve it. I'm out.